Hello and welcome back to another edition of Let's Talk About It. In today's show, we're going to be discussing how to prevent a security breach in your business.
So Sean, almost daily we hear about how companies are losing millions of dollars to security breaches, ransomware attacks, malware, virus, hacking. What do you think we could do about that to prevent it?
It's a huge topic today, especially with the fact that some people are working from home, some people in the office. You have multiple different remote locations that you work with. And so we have basically kind of four cornerstones of security. So number one is the firewall, which is your first line of defense between your business and the outside world. Number two is anti-malware programs, which protect your organization's data.
Endpoint protection.
And number three, running regular network security scans, which provides you with a report card of where you stand. And then education of your team, which provides you with the knowledge of using best practices. Right.
Excellent, excellent. So let's go into those one by one. So a firewall basically is the link that we have between the internet and your business, right?
Right, and that's basically your first line of defense.
Agreed.
Not having a good firewall is essentially like leaving your business for the day and leaving your front door open and unlocked. Yeah.
And we'd prefer to see a business class firewall or router in place as opposed to retail, right?
Yeah, I mean, you really need a proper enterprise level firewall, and it doesn't mean that you have to spend a lot, but the difference with those is they offer a lot more content filtering on the firewall itself, so it can find a lot more issues that you have, and they're regularly updated by these companies, so that you're much better protected.
So it's like a double lock on that business door.
That's right.
So then the next thing it brings us to is the endpoint protection, which would be the computers themselves. We'd want to see an antivirus on there, an anti-malware. There's a lot of companies that don't even have this at all, right? So.
Yeah, and it's much more than just having your basic antivirus. It really needs to be properly managed. So it's it's always critical that's monitored and regularly updated.
Yeah.
Both the definitions that come out to make sure that it's accounting for new hacks,
new things
and attacks that come out.
So the analogy again, right, would be your business or your home. I mean, if you have an alarm system there and nobody's watching it, what's the use?
It's of no value then. That's right.
Yeah. So then the third thing I guess we could talk about is a security scan for the actual network itself, the environment, where we dig in and kind of discover what's going on there, if there were security flaws, if there were things that are missing.
Yeah, so the security scans are something that should be run on a regular basis, like quarterly at least. And that will find out all kinds of things about your network. It's a regular
unprotected.
Yeah, it's a regular checkup of your network to find out. You might have stagnant passwords or
none at all.
Or none at all. That's right. You may have users that are still on there that they haven't logged in
they were
in
let
many
go
months.
3 months ago, and their account still has administrative access to
exactly.
anything.
So it really the great thing about it is it takes a look at what you have from the outside in.
Agreed.
And that's a really important part of the whole defense mechanism.
And then I guess the last thing, almost one of the most important, is education to the users, end users, that is, the people that are using the computers, best practices, what to click on in an email or not. Are we getting a call from Revenue Canada asking us for our numbers to our banking information, things like that. So education, I think, is pretty important. Are there a couple of ways we could educate people?
Yeah, we do. I mean, one of the things we'll do is some lunch and learn. So it doesn't take up a lot of time for users, but it gives them a lot of information about what to look for, and that's basically a lot of the times it's a user that has let an attack into the network. They don't mean to. There's no malintent with it. It's very easy for it to happen. But some education there helps prevent the the attack from getting any further than the front door.
Yeah, so I think we would encourage them all to go to their local MSP and ask these questions. Are these things in place in my network?
Absolutely.
Can they be put there? How much do they cost? When can we get them? So there you have it. We hope this has brought some value to you today, and we hope to see you next time on Let's Talk About It.